What do you think of this Brood pick? Is this enough to bring Liquid through this first game? Is it scary enough?
Oh, it is definitely scary. Slaughter plus Broodmother is not a joke. You got that big minus armor, and then the Broodmother, he buys items rather quickly because of how fast he can farm on the map, and you combine those two together, you're going to get a lot of damage up. With that being said, though, I'm not the biggest fan of this Faceless Void in this game. He doesn't really have a lot of help in doing damage inside the Chrono. So that's pretty much the one sacrifice they had to make while picking this Broodmother.
Yeah, that was something which Lacoste was mentioning. I mean, I guess they've got the Slada to throw in the Corrosive Haze, but we have seen Voids before just not really take off when they don't have someone to do the early game damage in the Chrono, and they kind of struggle to really make the rotations very impactful. I guess they're kind of hoping that the Brood is going to cover that weakness in their draft.
Yeah, and OG, they're a smart team. They're just going to throw their Mars middle against this Broodmother, not put the Invoker into the mid lane. Because Invoker can't do anything against Brood. It's like 100 to 0 lane for a Broodmother. So putting the Invoker in the off lane is definitely the best choice for OG. Gonna be a little bit hard on getting that experience, but at least you got the Mars versus Brood mid, which is a really good matchup for Seb.
Yeah, he's going to be absolutely fine here, just blasting out those God's Rebuked and kind of just controlling up the lane and stopping Quakever from really taking over. But, with Broods, it's a very, very old tale in this middle lane. She tends to just get the spiders and go farm anyway. She's not really that much about the lane domination these days. If you can get it, it's nice, but it's more about just farming ridiculously quickly, and I don't know how much Seb's going to be able to keep up with Quakever when it comes to farming.
Yeah, it's going to start off by her farming this and maybe the small camp here, and eventually once the mid tower is dead, she's going to be farming this and this.
Oh no, we're going to lose mid one as our first blood. Tiger and Bo3 run him down, and they will kill off the Drow Ranger up in the top lane. Big first blood for Team Liquid.
I guess one thing to mention too, Drow Io is not a really good combo, to be fair. Io likes these heroes who want to go into the fight, and he can just tether behind them, and they can soak up a lot of damage. But Drow Ranger doesn't really do that now, does she? She's just gonna chill in the back, doesn't want to really tank any damage herself, just wants to, have that big distance and just pretty much freely attack. So no tilt, only gonna be able to provide attack speed to the Drow Ranger. We might just see him play with the Mars more in this game, I think.
Yeah, maybe when we get out of the laning phase, that might be the thing they decide to do. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, we've got Mickey on the Faceless Void with Insania on the CM versus Topson and Saxa on the Shadow Demon and Invoker combination. Not very usual to see Topson in the side lanes, but in this situation, it seems pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he just has to. He had no other option. I don't think Topson would ever want to play in the side lane, but you're not going to lane into the Brood here anyway.
Absolutely not. They're chilling though. They're just going to try and put some pressure on the Void, see what they can do to disrupt his farm, but I imagine Mickey's going to have a pretty free time.
Definitely. He is not going to be two-faced about this. Insania can constantly just shove the lane out with the Crystal Nova, then they can just make pulls.
Top lane, a bit of a brawl breaking out. Bo3's coming forward, but he's also taking a lot of damage. Mid one has a multi-shot available. If he wants to throw it down, certainly will do. Just about catches Bo3 and gets that kill. Nicely done. Meanwhile, No-Tail's having some problem with some brambles, but he'll be okay after all, and they get the turnaround kill for OG up here in the top.
Very nice. I mean, that draw death first kind of hurt him. Mid one is actually really far behind in last hits, but killing the Slaughter back. And this lane will get better for mid one and No-Tail. No-Tail is now level 3, so that level 2 overcharge is going to be such a huge amp onto the Drow Ranger.
Yeah, for sure. She's going to be an absolute beast this game. And, other than, I guess, the Corrosive Haze on the Slada, there's not really that much amping up the Faceless Void in return, is there?
Exactly, and I don't think they really planned for this Void to be the focal point of this draft, right? They just kind of baited something out, and they got that Broodmother pick, which is their #1 carry actually on the side of Liquid. Every time I watch Quakevel play this Broodmother, he's always top net worth, and he's the real carry in the game. Even if it goes super late, they have no problem playing Broodmother into the late game. It is such a powerful hero later.
Yeah, it's completely changed in what it does over the past kind of few years, but absolutely still fundamentally the same hero. Takes towers very quickly and just farms up like an absolute beast, and all these items like the Diffusal, the Ags, that's probably what we're expecting this game, right?
Yeah, definitely. This Ags is one of the most ridiculous Ags in the game for sure. Can just pretty much get nets all over the map. Always be able to join up in team fights. Is that level 25 talents is really powerful too. The plus 350 spider health. Like, it makes it so that these spiderlings just can't be bursted by just 2 skills even. Taiga. Ooh. That's what makes him so strong later on too.
Lane movements onto mid one. They're looking for the Drow here. Bo3 will come in with a bash. Slithering Crush available next as well. No-Tail trying to heal him up. Actually going to pop a salve on himself to try and keep mid one nice and healthy. They do have so much damage on the side of Tiger and Bo3. Those mid one just tries to run herself away. The Drow looking like she might just survive, turning it around with the overcharge under the tower. Bo3 getting low. Tiger as well. No-Tail will be able to take down the one of them. Bo3 drops super low as well, but they get what they came for. And the trade ultimately pretty good for Liquid.
Yeah, definitely good for Liquid. But No-Tail, he's going to be very high level this game. Like, that's the second time that they all-in onto mid one, and No-Tail's the one who's going to be picking up these last hits in the lane and the experience. He's 4.5. That means this high-level Mars plus Io, if they start to pair up together, it's going to be a lot of chaos on this map for OG. That's what I would like to see.
Is as they go in again. They are not done. They're looking for mid one. They want to hunt this Drown. They've got so much damage. This time No-Tail has no salve available, so they're going to be able to get through mid one easily. That is a free kill though. Seb coming in from behind. Unfortunately, will miss the spear, and now the Cursed Ground going to keep him locked down. Seb's going to roll in across here, but it looks like they've already made their escape on the side of Team Liquid. So OG are going to have to leave here with nothing. That rotation from Seb completely ineffectual.
Yeah, really costly miss on that spear there. And I was just going to walk back mid. Koikva is freaking level 7.5 already. Seb just about to hit level 6. Like, he's just farming up this jungle like crazy on the side of Koikva here. And it's going to get to a point where he's going to be able to farm up OG's jungle side as well. And that's when OG are going to start to suffer and lose out on their gold potential pretty much in this game.
Yeah, that said, despite the Thompson getting jumped by Mickey, all good though. He's got a tornado to keep himself nice and safe. Despite all the rotation, well, I mean that singular rotation, not getting anything for Seb, he is still top net worth currently out of this laning phase, so he's been able to do very, very well in the mid lane, clearly getting more lane creeps than Koikva's been able to, and meanwhile Koikva's just kind of getting the jungle creeps, so XP advantage for Koikva, but Mars going to be happy enough, so he drops the arena down in the bottom lane. That is a dead Crystal Maiden. Nice arena from Seb. This rotation will be much more impactful than the last one, as we have a pause coming out from Mickey.
Very good play from Seb. Like, he understands he cannot kill Koikva, right? He's always going to go back into a jungle farm up, so he just wanted to rotate to one of the side lanes, drop his ulti, cast his spells, maybe get a kill for his side laner so they can lane better, and then he's just going to go back mid and control up the Brood Mother again. His one job is just to clear these spiderlings. That's all he's got to do in this lane, and then try to help the side lanes. It's so hard to kill Koikva at the moment.
Yeah, he's just going to use his arenas to get kills in the side lanes and then just play tower defense mode when it comes to mid. But look at this. I mean, the moment he's away for just a second, Koikva absolutely obliterates that tower, dropping it very, very quickly. Really kind of showing that Seb just has to be here. He's got to make quick rotations, he's got to make fast rotations, then he's got to come back towards that middle lane and defend it.
Yeah, he would have thought about TPing, but he was very low on mana. Now he has a soaring and a bottle. He's really invested into this mana, so he can keep spamming it onto the Brood Mother. It's really good. Top lane, they're going for this.
It does look like it. Tiger's going to be the target. Unfortunately, with that Brown Maze, the TP out, there's nothing to cancel this, so Tiger is just going to be able to TP herself away nice and safely.
Nice.
Meanwhile, at bottom, moving on to Thompson here. They're going to jump past him, but Saxor immediately comes in with the disruption, and I think that was interrupt. No, never mind. He was just looking for the right clicks there, but he won't be able to get anything off from this. Liquid, they are stopped in their tracks.
Yeah, Invoker not doing too bad, honestly. He's about to hit level 6. Saxa has done a really good job at just giving him as much XP as he can. That being said, Thompson, I think he really wants to get out of this lane soon. He doesn't really enjoy fighting into Faceless Void.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Koikva is just farming up an absolute storm. The most last hits out of any hero on the event at this minute so far. That is a terrifying stat.
But it's just like how you said, right? Seb is going to be higher in the net worth for now, but that's okay. The more XP Koikva has, the faster he's going to be able to farm, and Mars, you know, he's the one who needs to move around and do something on these lanes. Where Koikva, he's not interested in making rotations until he has like Aghanims. Like, that's literally Brood Mother's timing in Dota. Like, to move from the mid lane is only when you have Aghs. If you don't have Aghs, you're just playing on mid, taking the tower mid, taking the creeps around that area, and you're just going to constantly try to bring heroes there.
Get that defusal, get that eggs, and then start eating up some heroes. It's definitely the game plan from Quakefer. So basically, we're going to be wanting to see OG make more movements before that point and try and, you know, utilize the fact this Brood's not going to be doing a whole lot, as well as the Void's probably not going to be doing a whole lot either. Meanwhile, up at top, they go onto the Slardar. Slardar is gone. Tiger, though, he's going to be seen by Seb here. Immediate Shadow Round being popped from the Willow, along with a Cursed Round, makes it very awkward for Seb to actually find anything here.
Our
so
mid's
once
dead.
again... Oh, no. Might lose
Oh,
his tower
okay,
here,
Seb at the
but,
TP.
Yeah. Comes back.
I mean,
the reason
this is the
was
problem.
Successful, by the way, is because they had this ward here up on the high ground on the triangles. They saw it all coming.
That was a really good ward. Exactly. That'll see all the rotations from the mid laner. And like, if Seb rotates like this and he doesn't, like, the gank doesn't hit, not only does he waste time, but the mid tower is gonna get hurt a lot. We saw right there that Broodmother brought this tower down to like what 20% HP now. So next time Seb leaves, mid tower is dead. That means your jungle's open to this Brood.
Yum. More farm for the Brood is not something you want for the side of OG, but they're going to make a movement down here into the bottom lane as they look towards Insania, draining her mana and just right-clicking her down. And this is going to be an easy-peasy kill for Thompson, though. Saying that, the Fairy Fire, keeping her alive, along with the stick, a little bit longer, but Thompson's got the movement speed to stay on top of her and bring her down. A nice little kill for OG. Nothing huge, nothing massively momentum-changing, but I am loving what Thompson's got queued up right now. This is some old school... Yeah. What was the team? 4 Anchors, I think they were called, back in the day. Joined Dota, the very first time we really saw Thompson impressing people, and he went to this Tornado, Meteor Hammer build before anybody else, and people were like, this guy's pretty good.
It was very interesting.
Scandinavian stacks as now Mika is getting hammered in by Saxer and Thompson here. They've got a lot of damage, but he's got a Time Walk, and now, well, they're actually relocating into this one. They really want to bring him down, and they will be able to do so. The Shadow Poisons rip through his defenses. Insania trying to turn around a big Crystal Nova. It's going to get her out. It is not, but there is something else happening. It's here in the middle lane. Tiger makes the rotation into Quakefer's lane, and they get a kill onto Seth, and this is going to be the middle tower going the way of the Spider.
Very nice rotation from OG, like doing that IO and the draw bottom. That's a very fast level 6 from Notil too. I don't think he's the one who ate the tome. It was Saxa. So nice play from them, trying to make something happen with these catapults. They are gonna pressure up the mid tower anyway. I'm sorry, bottom tower. Mid one, it's a little bit of danger, I think. We're gonna try to hunt him.
This sucks, but we'll focus on the Chrono Spear down in the bottom lane as they're going to blow up Thompson, and now they look towards mid one as well. Both the cores in a whole world of hurt. They're both going to die. There is no chance of survival here. Meanwhile, well, they might have just found Quakefer. Seb drops down the arena. No Tail and Sax are trying to get the damage up onto Quakefer, and with that Demonic Purge, they will be able to bring him down. In fact, No Tail gets the last hit. They will kill off the Brood in response. It's a trade. I'm not sure it's a trade they're going to be that happy with on the side of OG, though.
Yeah, Seb and Seb and Notil are gonna try to pressure up this bottom, but mid one was like really out of position on the bottom tower, and that's what allowed them to just TP in the Slaughter, the Willow, just try to defend this tower. Void revived in time to get that Chrono off too. They lose their position 2, they lose their position 1, and at least they're gonna still be able to take the tower though. That's what matters here for OG. Yeah. It's going to give space for mid one to play top 2 because all of Liquid was in this bottom area of the map.
Tiger does manage to get off the Shadow Round down here in the bot, but unfortunately with the disruption into the Spear, I don't think there's much chance of this Dark Willow surviving, and they will be able to bring her down. Tiger dies again. OG trying to get these wheels greased up and moving and trying to find themselves some... Oh, no, okay, I was just talking about the lag in terms of the server spikes. Okay, I thought he was accusing Tiger of lagging.
Yeah.
Never mind, never mind, no spice here, guys.
Listen, no one's ever gonna do that, come on, this is not a pub game. No, man, these guys are well-mannered, professional Dota 2 gamers. Yeah, you will not be seeing any of that. They might just be having some random spikes. I feel like we've been having quite a bit of those lately on Dota 2.
Yeah, I like to think there's some crazy experiments going on at Valve HQ, which is like overloading the servers as they try to prepare for the next patch, but I know it's probably not that. It's probably just lack of maintenance, sadly. But nevertheless, let's refocus in on this game as we've got a 2k gold advantage for OG currently. But this Brood's still doing Brood things. She is heading her way towards... Actually, BKB is going to be the first stop before the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, you gotta go to BKB, especially against Mars, right? The Mars arena just completely destroys you. You're gonna be stuck in there. You can't move around. So this BKB is gonna stop that from happening. That's what he's looking for. And on the other side, though, like, Seb is having the game of his life, man. Like, the start mid was amazing against a Brood. The Brood can't do anything to you. And then he's just been making good rotations, taking towers. He's got an early Vlad's, now going for a Desolator. They're going to have a third core on the side of OG.
Yeah, they are indeed, and this guy is going to pack an absolute punch. He's just farming up right now, realizing that they don't really stand a chance of getting one up on Liquid really right now, so they just want to try and farm them, be efficient, and get as much as possible as Thompson has this Meteor Hammer finished up, so he's going to be pulling off a lot of shenanigans. Meanwhile, Sax is going to get dropped by Bo3 and Tiger. The little strike squad finds their target and brings down a nice cheeky little support.
Yeah, and this is going to allow them to just completely take over this top jungle side. They do have a Slaughter up. There's an Arcane Rune. They might consider going for the Roshan, possibly, because they have really good control up here. But instead, they would just smoke, try to run bottom, maybe find a possible Drow Ranger kill. That would be very nice.
Ooh, Thompson's going to be the juicier fruit. They're going to try and jump on right here, but the team is behind him, and now the IO comes in, just relocating Thompson back, keeping him nice and safe. Bit of a big reaction from OG there, but that just kind of proved to Liquid that they are not going to be able to catch out another kill here.
That was a very good call from Liquid, right? Like, they pop smoke, they jump Invoker, and they instantly backed off. Like, there's a lot of teams that you'll see there, when they smoke, they hard commit for some kills, and that was the right call to just get out of there, because OG was ready for that play, and the IO already popped the relocate. If he stayed there for one more second on box, he was surely dead.
They want him. They want him. They're trying to cut him off and get the bounty runes at the same time, but Mickey, he is wise beyond his years, and he will jump into that tree line and not get caught out by the side of OG here. Very nice movement.
I mean, he's got a lot of information with Broodmother mid constantly shoving the lane out. If nobody on OG shows on the mid lane, like it's going to be super obvious that they're making some kind of play to kill you. So that's what's happening right now. And this is one of the strengths of Broodmother. Constantly having that mid lane pushed out is going to give so much information to the rest of your team. Mr. Slaughter.
Well, Tornado into the MP, and from the low ground, the Drow comes in. There's the artillery, there's the damage. Bo3 gets dropped, and now, well, Seb's going to drop down the arena, and the TP out is attempted. Is there any cancel? There is not.
Okay.
Thompson tries to go in with the Meteor Hammer, but unfortunately, it took a little bit too long to land, and the Dark Willow makes her way out.
Yeah, not so bad for Liquid. I thought Dark Willow was surely dead, but now that it's alive and they pop the arena, that's going to slow down OG's tempo just a little bit. They're going to wait for that to be up again before they make another play. Wow, Seb has a Desolator. When was the last time you've seen an offlaner buy a Desolator 16 minutes in?
Yeah, I know, this is something special as he's able to take down the spiders. Could be in some trouble here, though, as Liquid start to surround the Mars. He can't face every direction with this Bullwalker. Chrono's going to come down. That is a beautiful Chronosphere catching out the relocate as it comes back in, but they've got the Cold Snap out onto Mickey. Deafening Blast going to come through as well, but mid one, can he really get out of this one? Gus will throw them all back, but unfortunately, they are just going to come in and take this Oral Drow apart. See you later, so mid one, and straight into the Roche the side of Liquid.
Dude, that was so good. I mean, Liquid understood there was no arena up, and Seb put himself in a very compromising position, and they just completely committed to him. OG still try to help him out, although they don't really have that arena, and they got completely punished for it. That's 3 kills and a Roche. Might just give it to Koikwa, I think. Yeah. They're gonna give it to Koikwa.
They certainly do, and elsewhere, Sax is being killed off as well. Whew, Liquid, they have sharpened their blades, and they are coming with OG with everything they've got as they take their first big step forward in this game.
So Koikwa almost got that BKB complete. That's going to make him very powerful. He's so solid whenever he plays this hero, man. When you're playing as Liquid, you always have to consider when they got last pick that they will bust out this Broodmother. And even if he doesn't have like the best lane, he doesn't really care about the lane. He cares about farming.
Yeah. Koikwa plays this hero extremely well, as we well know. And it's not about the lane a lot of the time, as we're proving here. He's now pulling ahead of Seb. Seb, though, you know, also done extremely well. Both these mid laners are just super rich from each other because they didn't really just play against each other that hard in the middle lane. Might be setting up here. They might be looking for Koikwa. It's a pretty hard jump here as they're going to try and go in with the arena, chaining him up pretty damn beautifully. They will bring down the Brood for the first time, but she has that Aegis and a BKB for round number 2, and Seb might have taken a step too far forward here as now Tiger gets on top of him with that Bethlehem coming on down. They'll tear him apart, and Thompson in a similar amount of trouble. He's getting jumped up by Koikwa and Bo3. They're going to get him down. It's another hero falling as no No-Tail will die. Mid-1
Oh,
finds
gets a
a
haste.
very fortunate haste rune to get himself away. Poikva still looking to pick him off, but that's not going to happen. Poikva will be left empty-handed, but still, I mean, that was very, very brave from OG, just trying to drop that Aegis target. But the moment Poikva comes back for round 2, OG are in some real trouble.
Yeah, they have to get away. Like, he had the BKB ready. As soon as he's alive, they're gonna get ran at. But Io tried to relocate the Mars out, got cancelled. Unfortunate for No-Tail there. Not timing it absolutely perfectly. And now they end up with 3 heroes lost. I mean, they're gonna be happy with that, right? Even if it's like a Aegis that died right away, that was only the first Aegis. So this is not like some kind of high ground tower take Aegis for Liquid. This is just control the map, and they should be happy with just getting 3 kills and some map control.
Hopefully that will satiate them for now, but I have a feeling that won't last for long. And what kind of tempo are we expecting Liquid to play this? Because they do have that Void after all. They got that hard carry. Who do you think is going to come out on top between the carry race between Void and Drow? Like we may have temporarily lost Demon.
So, oh, sorry. I was actually switching my headset battery while you were saying something. I thought it would be fast enough, but yeah. Was there a question there that I must have missed?
There was indeed, yeah. I asked what kind of tempo you think Liquid are going to be playing at. We'll have to put a pause on that as Thompson's being found here in the middle lane. Do they have the detection? They do not. They don't, so he's going to be able to run himself back. Easy peasy.
Boxy? Windlace over Dust? Oh, Boxy. I'm sure his team's like, hey man, get some Dust, bro. But he hasn't bought it yet. Oh, there it is. There it goes. 2 Dust.
Coming on the way the whole time, yeah.
Yeah, he's got it now. Now he's not going to be able to live like that on Thompson anymore. It's going for the Lotus. Very position 3-esque build on side of Thompson. Like, he just adapted to the game because he had to go play into the offlane. But yeah, the tempo, like, Liquid are just happy to just farm. Like, that's Liquid's playstyle, right? They're always happy to farm until their hand is forced. Meanwhile, Boxy and Tiger are just going to be running around like maniacs on this map, trying to get whatever possible space they can.
Jump onto No-Tail, but Set's going to respond with the arena, just try and drop the Slaughter, and the Chrono comes down and doesn't really catch onto... Oh, just about catches No-Tail inside of it, actually, so they're going to be able to kill off the IO. And I look across, Mid-1's going to throw down the silence, but he needs to leave. He's got heroes all over him right now. They will deal with Sep, they'll deal with No-Tail, they'll deal with Saxa. But at least the Drow gets away again here. Mid-1 narrowly surviving this engagement, but once more, it's kind of a jump, which was awkwardly responded to from OG. They do get the kill onto the Slaughter, but it costs them so much. Liquid just trading so much better in this game right now.
That was an extremely smart play from Liquid.
Thompson trying to make the plays onto Insania here, but unfortunately with Tiger arriving, he's now in a spot of bother. The Deafening Blast comes out on to the Dark Willow, but it looks like Thompson will be going down. They've got the damage to bring him down. He shall fall, although Mid-1's looking for a bit of revenge. He finds one. They're going to look towards Tiger as well. Tiger does not have a TP to get out of this one. He's going to drop down with the Shadow Realm, but unfortunately when he comes out the other side, oh, Boxy coming in, trying to save the day. They drop down onto Mid-1, but they're just going to throw down the Demonic Purge onto Boxy. Liquid getting a bit carried away. Save your buddy syndrome, costing them dearly as they lose a second hero, maybe even 3 as they look in towards Tiger. Can they get the slowing arrow off? You bet they can. So damn fast, but now with that Koipa TP, they will get themselves away. That is a scary spider, though. I say that. Mid-1's actually not. I want this Brood because she
canceled it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of crazy from Liquid to just go back in on the Slaughter. They could have just sacrificed Taiga there, but he wanted to see if he can try to protect him. He didn't see the Shadow Demon at all. Like, you got the Brood middle, you got the Void bottom. Without those 2 heroes, you're not really that strong on the side of Liquid against this Jaw Ranger. You have to wait, play for your farm on your cores. As soon as they are ready to make some kind of pressure play on the map, then you should try to fight into the Jaw Ranger. Interesting build from Mid-1. He went for the Boots of Travels. He's extremely fast. He can play between the 2 side lanes and still join team fights if he wants to. I think this is his idea of like how to farm faster, but also get away from these annoying Liquid heroes who want to constantly hunt him.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, actually. It makes a lot of sense. Make himself as awkward as possible, but he could be in some real trouble here as they jump for the backlines, looking in towards the IO as Boxy starts to tap him down, not doing a hell of a lot of damage. No-Tail is very tanky, he's still got the mech available as well, so we'll turn our attention towards Mid-1, who needs to be healed up, and that's not going to happen. Boxy's going to be able to finish off No-Tail, and they will get the both of them as both Mid-1 and the IO fall. Now look across towards Saxa, there's a diffuser. Oh my goodness, he gets shredded. Good night, Saxa. That is a very dead Shadow Demon, and again, another 3 kills. Liquid, every single time they find these engagements, they seem to be doing it in batches of 3. And once more, they're just pulling ahead with every single movement they make. Hobson on the run, Nikkei chasing him. He's got a chrono if he wants to drop it, but I'm pretty sure he can do it without as they get him in the Bramble Maze. Thompson, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go, but die. He's gonna fall, and that is a 4th hero now dead to the side of OG. They are just falling apart. They're being picked off all over the place by Liquid.
Yeah, their team fight is just not looking that good, and they're so far behind in items at the moment. Like, they just gotta get those key things like BKB on Mars, Invoker Lotus first before they can really try to fight. But even then, like, Liquid's heroes are just stronger together. This Brood is so annoying with this Black King Bard. They don't have anything that goes through that apart from, I guess, like the Purge, but it's not a huge counter. And then the Slaughter, as long as the Slaughter plays on the Brood's target, they're just gonna get killed off one by one on OG.
Pretty brutal. Really brutal, and it's a chaining together of kills as well. You know, they're so fast, they can just move across. Though they're looking for Tiger down here in the bottom lanes. They TP in, and they will have more than enough damage to shred the Dark Willow, and that's actually a big kill streak going towards mid one. So nice high value rotation in from the Io and the Drow. But Koikva gonna mirror the aggression up at top, so it looks like a tier 2 is being pressured at bot and top at the same time. Top's going to do his best to see if he can...
They're going to defend this again. Oh, no. Mid one. You better be careful. Oh, they're actually killing Mickey.
Getting low. Do they finish him off? Is the question. Doesn't seem like they can. He actually tries to sidewalk away from the silence with the Manta. And now they turn around. Well, mid one getting dropped by Kuiper as he jumps in the back, though. The Manta comes out from the Drow trying to get herself away, but she doesn't have any help. No one's coming to save mid one. And now they drop the Chronos Sword down onto Seb just to finish the job onto him. Mid one and Seb both falling. They will get the kill onto Boxy as Saxa tries to go for the TP wave. Bash comes in. Saxa dies as well. 3 hero deaths on the side of OG. I'm getting tired of saying that, but it just keeps happening.
Man, if I'm OG's coach, I'm telling mid one, hey man, you gotta be careful when you're taking towers, because that's his 3rd death at a tower. First one started here, second one was here while he was hitting the top tower, and this is the 3rd death in the tier 2 tower bottom. Like, teams are so smart nowadays. If they see you even a little bit out of position and they have like 2-3 TPs, they are gonna commit to try and catch you off guard, because they will make you think you're not defending, and then they're gonna defend the tower. So mid one, I feel like you just gotta get away much sooner and not give away these free kills as a position 1 carry.
Yeah, it's starting to really hemorrhage now, OG. Dropping many kills. I mean, you know, this is the kind of OG thing we expect, you know, making the aggressive movements, and things seem like it's going wrong, and all of a sudden they find that one engagement which goes well for them, and then they're just all over the enemy team like a rash. But we haven't really seen that promise of them really coming alive in this game just yet. But they're going to try and go for something now. The 5-man smoke in towards the middle lane, see if they can catch out Koikva here, perhaps.
They got the BKB on the Mars. That's the big one. Invoker has 200 gold to Lotus, but not as important as his BKB. They just want Seb to just go in.
Big wraparound.
Eat that damage.
He does see Boxy here. Is he going to drop down the arena? Doesn't seem like it just yet. There. Now the arena comes down, catching both Boxy and Tiger inside of it. BKB pops to stop that Terrorize from doing anything to him. They're going to be able to take down Boxy. Boxy buys back though. Liquid want to fight this, but Tiger's going to lose his life to the Force Rebuke. Meanwhile, on the back lines, they have Koikva kind of locked down. She's got the BKB to pop to try and keep himself alive, and they'll move across and look towards Seb. Mars now gets the lead. Goodbye, the Liquid Heroes. Tornado not going to do anything to Koikva with that BKB. They will tear through Seb. Now Thompson needs to leave. Koikva doesn't have the sight, so he's going to be able to get himself out. With Roshan respawning, OG need to bring some numbers to this, and I just don't think they have the manpower to try and fight up on this Rosh. In fact, they've come up to the high ground. Oh no, Insania was hunting, setting up for the kill onto Saxa. Now they are definitely not going to be able to do anything about this Rosh pit. Koikva and Mickey can go into the pit uncontested. The Sladar's going to come in as well, drop down the Corrosive Haze, and this Rosh is going to go down like butter.
Definitely not going to be able to contest this. They will try, but he will die here, Thompson, for this. That's what it looks like.
I think you might be right. Not a particularly bold prediction there, Theban, as they will be able to drop down yet another hero. They're just trying to poke into the pit, draw it out a little bit longer. Maybe they can make something happen, but nothing's really happening for the side of OG, as this Roshan will go to Team Liquid.
That was a really nice play from OG though, like smoke in, get that BKB, Mars in front, he got them 2 kills right away, but Liquid made that perfect counterplay with Boxy instantly buying back, understanding that the Broodmother is nearby. He's willing to fight with his Aghanims. They go on to the same target, that Mars. You saw how fast he died, right? That's a Mars. He died in like, what, 4 seconds? to the Slaughter and the Brood. So we're going to keep seeing that on pretty much every single target on OG. As soon as Mars died, he had no buyback because he just bought BKB. Roshan was just wide open for Liquid.
Yep, he is that key ingredient, and he's actually having some trouble here as Mickey and Bo3 getting on top of him. Bo3's going to jump across, get the Slithering Crush in, does drop that arena. The Tornado's coming out onto the Brood, but unfortunately, immediately hammer. Beautiful chrono from Mickey, catches out the entirety of OG. They get absolutely torn apart. A buyback comes in from No-Tail, but mid-one looking like he's already going to lose his life here. Mickey gets on top of him, takes him down, moving across the Sania, going to sing the song of her people. That freezing field is going to tear through OG, and they will lose absolutely everybody. Complete demolition from the side of Team Liquid. What an absolutely perfect chronosphere from Mickey.
Not only a perfect chrono, but a perfect terrorize that pushed all the heroes into the chrono too.
Yeah,
so
beautiful from Liquid.
My goodness, what a combination!
Oh my god.
Yeah, who needs damage inside chrono when you're gonna have Taiga literally terrorize heroes into the chrono so they're on the edge and Quake was just gonna attack them? That was their damage in the chrono.
That was it. That's all they had in the tank. And they are going on to... No, they're not going on to, of course. They're going on the barracks. Keeping it tame, Liquid. Not getting ahead of themselves. This is OG we're talking about. They will fight till the very last man. And actually, Thompson looking to maybe slow some heroes down. And Sania kind of caught in the backlines, but they're going to jump onto Saxa. They find their target immediately, and he is going to get completely destroyed. Meanwhile, mid one in some trouble. Going to pop the Manta. A buyback comes out from Saxa. Maybe they catch out Mickey here, but he is pretty damn quick with those time walks as well. There's nothing to really just stop him from running away from OG. And that is going to mean it's a full retreat from Liquid. Completely successful here as well.
It's very hard for OG to try and make any aggressive moves without the Mars leading the way. He's pretty much their only frontline in this game. Oh, Thompson found a Mickey.
Oh, he gets the time walk down to the low ground, even with that Demonic Purge on top of him. It's not going to be enough to finish the job, I don't think, here onto Mickey. He's absolutely fine. Meanwhile, in comes the arena onto Quake, but they managed to catch him out on the side. He's got that Aegis, though, so he's going to be coming back from round number 2. Liquid, do they want to come in and try and defend his second life? They most certainly do, and OG are going to respect that and back themselves away. Or maybe find themselves Tiger, but Insania, he's got himself a BKB. What's up, kids? His Crystal Maiden has arrived, and the fair keeps him alive a little bit longer. Insania finding the value will eventually get taken down by Stead here, I'm sure. But pretty alpha play from Insania, as Saxa's getting dropped by Koikfer in the backlines. They've got spider problems. They need to do something about it. As Seth's now getting jumped upon by Koikfer. Seth just trying to moonwalk himself away with that bulwark. It's not going to make a difference. Mid-one getting off a decent amount of damage. As Thompson playing with Bo3 on the side. Mid-one needs to run, though. He can't let Mickey get on top of him as No-Tail comes across. Going to give Mid-one the blink with the cheeky relocate. They're trying to just give it everything they've got here, but Bo3 comes in with a two-man crush. Mickey's going to follow up as well. They're chasing them up to the high ground. They do not care as No-Tail's going to get the TP back. The relocate and working in both ways, but now the Chronosphere gets dropped from Mickey. That allows them to get on top of mid-one. Another 5-man wipe from Team Liquid. I think they might have won this game, and OG thinks so too. As they drop down the GGs, Liquid will take game number 1 in this best-of-3 series, and that's pretty damn tasty from them.
That really was. That was such a good game from Liquid, honestly. And in terms of draft, this Brood had so much value because it forced the position 2 Invoker to become a position 3 and a position 3 Mars to become the position 2. So